Hello, RoahmMythril here again. For those wondering what's going on with Megaman Battle Network, please consult the video description here. I'll have an update on what's going on there. Suffice it to say, it's giving me some problems recording, but I'm pretty sure I'm close to having it all ironed out. And so, yeah, it should hopefully be coming soon. In the meantime, BrawlKid9876, kind of a mouthful, but I think that's the name. Anyway, he tagged me to do one of those 5 fact videos, so in essence that's what this is. Except I'm not just doing 5 facts because I'm not really good at narrowing things down in that respect. I'm kind of taking a page from Raucow's book here. I saw him do a video like this. I'm basically just going to talk as long as I have time. So, yes, let's start with the basics here, as I play Spelunky, because, hey, me playing a game about shinies. Anyone really surprised? No, didn't think so. For all intents and purposes, RoahmMythril is my real name. I generally do not give out my real name if I can at all help it. It's just, for personal reasons, the more I found out about the person I was named after, the less I was thrilled to be named after this person. So, yeah, that being said, RoahmMythril is the name I go by among all my friends and colleagues. It's actually the name I went through most of Full Sail with, but I'll get to that in a minute. The name actually stemmed from my high school art courses. Back then, see, the only thing about my name I really do like is the arrangement of my initials, RWM. It's fairly unique, I think, and I like how it goes together. So, all my artwork back then, I just signed with my initials interlinked. Someone saw it once and jokingly asked, "Oh, okay, so how do you pronounce that?" And I looked at it and I thought, well, you know, that's actually a pretty good question. Add a few fake vowels here and there. Maybe something like Roahm? Hey, I kind of like how that sounds, and thus the name stuck. I've been Roahm ever since among my friends. So yes, like I said, this carried over into Full Sail. That's a media school that's in Winter Park, Florida. I graduated there with an Associate of Science in Game Design. The program was still pretty experimental when I was attending. It's been expanded now. You can actually get a full master's degree there in Game Design. Going there, it didn't net me a job, unfortunately, but it did get one for a friend of mine who attended at the same time I did. I'm very, very proud of her for making it so far in life. She actually recently had her name put in an actual published game, a major one, so congratulations to her for that. Going to Full Sail, though, for me, it wasn't a total waste of time, because it did teach me some things. For one thing, it was an important thing to me to really learn that I could actually do such things. That I could actually go there and make it through the school. That was an important thing for me. And beyond that, it helped me focus more on what my true passions are. I would still love to get a job in the gaming industry, but perhaps not in the coding area. What I would really love is if I could get a job as like a concept artist for a game company. Designing characters and worlds, things like that. So, yeah, hey, anyone out there with an in that could get me an interview or something? I certainly wouldn't turn it down. Let's see. Video games have always been a major thing for me, along with artwork and computers and the internet, because from a very early age, I had to learn to entertain myself, basically. So, I learned to draw at a very early age. It's just been something that I've always had with me, something I've always been able to do and to entertain myself with, just getting something in my head and drawing it. I've always loved being able to do that. Beyond that, the other interests that I listed there, I really date back a long way on all of those, really. As far as gaming, my first major gaming systems were the Atari 2600 and the ColecoVision. So, yes, I'm very old school there. I wonder how many people even know about the ColecoVision, have played it, things like that. Because, I mean, that's an old one. As far as computers, the first one I ever used was a Kpro, hence my screen name on Instant Messenger, Kpro Mark IV. I've always just kind of had online screen names in tribute to that fact. Beyond that, some other early computers I used were the Commodore 64 and the VIC-20. Beyond that, I also go back a long way on the internet. I remember back before real websites. Back when the internet basically consisted of bulletin board systems and that was about it. Anyone here remember Prodigy? Yes, I go back that far. I'm very thankful to the internet for things it's provided for me. It's helped me get in touch with a lot of people I've gotten to know as good friends, people that I really care about. Kit, Shag, Pink, obviously my various viewers here on YouTube. So the internet has been a very, very good thing to me. As isolated as I am, it's helped me keep in touch with people that I care about, so it's... I really am very thankful for it. I have lived in southeast Texas most of my life. I've actually never been anywhere farther north than the southern border of the U.S. People might wonder where I get my accent. This is basically heritage in a way. I'm not saying my accent's genetic or anything like that. What I am saying is that I lived a good part of my early life with elder Scottish relatives that did have the accent. So you live around that and the Southeast Texas accent, I guess this is basically what you get. It's not a pure Scottish accent, of course, but it's interesting, it's what I have, I like it. It's a bit dangerous, I'm not going that way. So yes, that's where I get my accent, it is real. I've had people wonder about that before. I got into the furry fandom due to recurring dreams I've had. In these dreams, I would be flying. I never really understood how until one time when I had the dream and was flying over a lake, and I could see my reflection, and I was a dragon. And so I've just always kind of identified with dragons since then, and when I found out about the furry fandom, I realized that's kind of what I was, so I basically just kind of joined up with that. I'm fairly low-key. I don't go to, like, furcons or anything like that. I've never had the means to. But it is what I am. I don't define myself by that as the only thing in my life. But it is part of it. Oh, hi, Snake. You're going to be in the way. There we go. Alright, as far as TV viewing habits, let's cover that for a while. I really don't watch too much TV because most of my favorite shows aren't around anymore. I love a lot of old sitcoms like The Dick Van Dyke Show, I Love Lucy, things like that. Sitcoms today, I quote Carol Burnett. She said this in an interview once, that she felt there were too many words and not enough stick in today's sitcoms, and I agree with that. Too many moments of just clever one-liners followed by pauses for applause and laughter. And, you know, that just really doesn't appeal to me too much. Also, of course, one of my absolute favorite shows that not a day goes by that I don't wish it would return is Mystery Science Theater. Pretty much the closest thing to that returning, I'm guessing, is going to be the Riff Tracks thing, which I watch a lot of those. Those are very fun. Oh, get off. Bad monkey. Bad monkey. Very bad monkey. Bad spider, too. Oh, gods, I hate the monkeys. The monkeys are just going out of their way to make me miserable. Blasted monkeys. Well, I guess that's going to be the end for this one. Wonderful. Thanks, monkeys. Anyway, I think I pretty much came close to running out of things to say, really. But yeah, as I was talking about, Mystery Science Theater is definitely one of my all-time favorite shows. I really wish that would come back one day. I tend to quote it a lot in my videos, obviously. So yeah, that's probably going to be about it. I think I'm out of things to say. So, you remember the 1,000 paper cranes I was talking about? Well, here they are, right before I mailed them off. Along with finally a photo of myself because some people were asking what I really look like. Well, there it is. Yeah, you're scared now, aren't you? Probably a good thing I don't have a webcam. I'll leave that to Shag. He's better at it than I am, anyway. The shirt actually was a gift from Kit. He knows I like cute things and dragons, and Figment qualifies as both. So I really love that gift. So yeah, that's gonna be it. See you next time. Fare thee well.